The silence of the K-7B listening post is a physical presence, a dense, velvety cloak that Dr. Aris Thorne wears every waking moment. It is broken not by sound, but by its absence. The low, almost subconscious hum of the station's life support, the occasional, rhythmic click of a cooling pipe in the corridor, the faint, digital whisper of the quantum core processors analyzing the void. For 372 days, this symphony of near silence has been her only companion. Her home is a marvel of forgotten engineering, a multi-leveled metallic wheel spinning slowly against the backdrop of a cosmic corpse. Through the main observation bay's triangular viewport, the dying star Carthage dominates the blackness, a sullen, pulsating ember of deep crimson and bruised purple, its faint light casting long, skeletal shadows across the polished deck plates that gleam with a somber, blood-tinged hue. Aris moves through the sterile, recycled air, the scent of ozone and cold metal a permanent fixture in her nostrils, her footsteps echoing with a hollow, lonely timbre in the cavernous operations room. This room is the station's heart and her prison. A semicircle of dormant control panels, their surfaces a mosaic of darkened glass and inert, physical switches, arcs before the colossal main viewport. In the center, rising from the floor like a metallic tree, is the primary data spire, its surface a cascading waterfall of luminous script, frequency bands, signal strength indicators, and endless strings of probabilistic noise analysis. The light from the spire paints her face in shifting patterns of cool blue and sterile white, highlighting the tired lines around her eyes, the sharpness of her cheekbones that speak of long months on recycled nutrient paste. Her hands, resting on the cool, textured surface of her personal terminal, are pale and slender, the only instruments of purpose in this monument to passive listening. Her current task is a study in profound monotony. On her screen, a waterfall display of raw data from a recently collapsed pulsar, light years distant, flows in a relentless, hypnotic stream of green luminosity. It is a known, cataloged, and utterly predictable phenomenon. Her job is to annotate, to file, to add another line to the vast, unread library of human knowledge. A part of her mind, the part not numbed by isolation, wonders if anyone on Earth or the core colonies even glances at these reports, or if she is merely a ghost, tending the grave of a dead star for an audience of ghosts. She takes a slow, deliberate sip of tepid, recycled water from a sealed bulb, the plastic taste a familiar disappointment. The station's chronometer, a stark red digital readout on the wall, glows 0432 SD. She has been awake for 20 hours, chasing the elusive comfort of exhaustion that promises dreamless sleep. It begins not with a bang, but with a flicker. A subtle, almost imperceptible shift in the ambient hum of the station's audio sensors. A channel she had left open to the general background hiss of the Carthage system's magnetic field. A sound like radio static mixed with the distant roar of a forgotten ocean. Suddenly, for a fraction of a second, resolves. It's not a pattern she recognizes from the thousands of natural cosmic signatures logged in the K-7B's vast memory banks. Her head tilts, a faint crease appearing between her brows. Her fingers, which had been idly tracing the edge of the terminal, still. She leans forward, her breath misting slightly in the cool, climate-controlled air. Anomaly, she whispers, the words sounding alien and loud in the quiet room. The sound of her own voice, raspy from disuse, is a small shock. She commands the system with quiet, efficient vocal prompts. Computer, isolate source of transient signal anomaly on band 114. 7 GHz. Run a full spectral analysis. Cross-reference with known pulsar harmonics, quasar remnants, and any cataloged deep space industrial signatures. Her voice is a low, steady murmur, a professional mask over a flicker of something she hasn't felt in months. Genuine curiosity. The computer responds with a soft, affirmative chime. The data spire's cascading text shifts, new algorithms booting up, their progress indicated by swirling amber icons. For a long minute, there is nothing. Then the audio feed crackles back to life. But it is not the sound of the void. It is the sound of rain. A gentle, pattering summer rain against a window pane. A sound so achingly familiar and so utterly impossible that Aris's heart gives a single, hard, painful thump against her ribs. Her body goes rigid. Her knuckles, where she grips the edge of the terminal, are white. This isn't just anomalous. It is a violation of physical law, a tear in the fabric of her reality. Deep space does not sound like a terrestrial downpour. "Computer," she says, her voice tighter now, laced with a tension she cannot suppress. "Confirm audio source. Is this an internal malfunction? A bleed over from the station's entertainment archives?" The response is immediate and chilling. Audio source confirmed as external. No known archive match. Signature is unique. And then another layer emerges from beneath the aqueous symphony. A voice. A child's voice, high and clear, and filled with a boundless, innocent joy. It is singing a simple, nonsensical nursery rhyme, one about a starlight bug and a lunar moth. Aris feels the blood drain from her face. A cold, prickling sensation travels from the base of her skull down her spine. She knows this rhyme. She knows this voice. It is her own. She is 5 years old, standing on a stool in her grandmother's kitchen on Mars, watching the warm, artificial rain streak down the biodome glass, making up songs to pass the time. A memory she had not accessed, had not even known was stored in decades. It is playing back to her from the depths of interstellar space, with a clarity that is more terrifying than any alien signal could ever be. "No," she breathes, the word a puff of disbelieving vapor. "This is impossible. This is a trick." Her mind races, a frantic animal in a cage of logic. A psychological break. The infamous isolation psychosis, the mission psychiatrists had warned her about in such dry, clinical terms. She pinches the soft skin on her forearm, hard enough to leave a crescent-shaped mark. The pain is sharp, real. The rain and the singing continue, unabated. She slams her hand down on the console, her professional composure shattering. "Computer, initiate full diagnostic on all audio reception and processing units. Priority 1. I want a system-wide integrity report in 5 minutes." Her voice is shrill, echoing off the cold metal walls. As the station systems whir into a higher state of alert, the transmission shifts again. The rain and the singing fade, not abruptly, but as if receding into a soft focus distance. They are replaced by a new sound, one that makes her stomach clench into a cold, hard knot. It is the sound of a music box. A specific, slightly off-key music box that played a tinkling, melancholic version of an old Earth lullaby. It was a gift for her 8th birthday. The sound is coming from her old bedroom, the one in the orbital habitat above Venus. She can almost smell the sterile, recycled air of that hallway, see the soft, glow-in-the-dark stars she had stuck to her ceiling. The memory is vivid, a fully immersive phantom haunting her from the void. Then a new audio layer weaves itself into the music box's melody. A woman's voice, warm and gentle, humming along. It's her mother. A wave of visceral, emotional pain, so acute it is almost physical, crashes over Aris. She hasn't heard that voice in 20 years, not since the atmospheric shuttle failure that took both her parents. The sound is